Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Myself replay. Hello, everybody. Hello. When you just say like hi, hi, replay. Hello. When you just say like hi, hi, hello. When you just say like hi, hi, Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is it better? Is it manageable? Is it better? Is it I keep getting like when I speak, I keep hearing myself. This has never happened before, so I don't know what's going on. Well, I've had several live sessions and this has never happened before. I'm so sorry, guys. Like when I speak, I keep hearing myself. This has never happened before, so I don't know what's going on. I've had several live sessions. This has never happened before. Like I'm literally hearing like my voice is repeating and repeating and repeating. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but yeah, we're going to find a way. Yeah, okay. This session must hold. Write in the comment section that this session must hold because I don't know what's happening, but it will hold. It will hold. There's literally no other device by me. So write in the comment section that this session must hold because I don't know what's happening, but it will hold. It will hold. There is no other device by me, so I don't understand what's happening. This is really wild. But on you guys' end, there's no reverberation, right? There's no repetition. You just hear me once. This is 10 past, so I want us to start. Let's start. So this session must hold, oh, this session must hold, this session must hold. This is 10 past, so I want us to start. Let's start. So when I speak, you're hearing me several times. Guys, it's like this session will be, hey. So when I speak, you're hearing me over and over. Guys! Can we go ahead? Is it fine? Is it manageable? Because okay, okay, let's go. Let's go. We have wasted enough time. Um, the session was whole. Just write in the comment section that this session was whole. We are the prayer warriors. We need a battalion of people to be praying that whatever is trying to stop this session, we bind it. Because this session is going to bring so much clarity and we are going to have it. And we're going to have it. So welcome to this session. Welcome to this session. If you're a flourisher in the house, write down, I am a flourisher. Right? I am a flourisher. I'm a flourisher because when flourishers are hearing this, when they'll be hearing this session, flourishers will receive it differently from those who are just joining us. And the Flourish Code, flourishers are members of the Flourish Code, which is our 6-month transformation program around emotional and mental well-being, emotional and mental health, and really flourishing in your life as a whole. So yeah, if you're a flourisher, right, I am a flourisher. If you have not shared this session to other people, you're wrong. You're wrong. Are you seeing the warfare that's occurring to prevent this session from holding? So you have to share. You have to share. So if you have not shared, please share it with somebody now. Have you shared? Have you shared this link? Have you shared this link to somebody? Have you shared this link with somebody? Have you shared this link with somebody? It's your time. You know those people that I'm laughing because I'm one of them. All the people who always sending you links in your inbox. I'm laughing now because I'm one of the people that always sending other people links into their inbox. All those people that always send you links into their inbox, this is your time to revenge. Also send your own link. Also send your own link. Ah, okay. Okay, guys. I want to believe that you've shared this. So, we're beginning this session on becoming an expert at recognizing toxic people and toxic environments. Becoming an expert at recognizing toxic people and toxic environments. And the reason why we are having this session is because we live in a world where knowledge around this is little. Not knowledge. The knowledge is there, but people's awareness is low. So we teach things around respect and love and honor, but we are not teaching things around toxic behaviors that we need to be aware of. Because just the fact that you are not aware of something doesn't mean that it would not influence you. Just the fact that you're not aware of certain behaviors doesn't mean that it does not concern you. It just means that it will be affecting you without your knowledge. It will be affecting your life without your knowledge. And there has been a rising conversation around many people. I've had a conversation with a couple of people where they're like, I'm in a place where it's just it's just so toxic. It's just wrong. The behaviors of people, the way people see things, it's just wrong. It's literally toxic behavior, but I can't just wake up and leave. I can't just wake up and leave. And some people are not even able to recognize that something is wrong. That you're just in an environment where you just feel off. You just feel like you're a problem. You just feel like you can't thrive. You just feel like people like something is off, but you can't place a finger on it, right? So in today's session, we're going to try and break all of that down. We're going to break all of that down. So I'm sure that many of you are coming into this session with the idea, okay, I'm going to know that person. I'm going to get all the information to be able to confirm that that person that I'm suspecting that they are a toxic person. Daniela is going to confirm it today. That person is very, very toxic. Very, very toxic. Right? Or you're in a work environment and you just want the confirmation that that you're not imagining things, that you're right in saying that there's something off. But right at the start of this conversation, I want to invite us to consider the fact that we don't have to always just blame other people. So I'm inviting us to, instead of approaching this conversation with that person is toxic, that person is doing this, what that other person is doing is right, can we have a moment of introspection? Can we have a moment of introspection? And I know that sometimes it's difficult. You just want the confirmation that certain behavior, the behavior of another person is wrong, and you want to be able to have some control over that behavior and just some affirmation that that behavior is wrong. And we're going to get there. But I'm just inviting you, just trust me on this, that as I share what I'm about to share, instead of looking outwards, you would have some moments of introspection and say, are these things that I am actually doing? Because mind you, even that desire that you have to be like that person, their behavior has to change. That person's behavior has to change. Do you know that in itself can be very toxic? It is a strong desire for control. You want to be able to just control. And many of us that just wish that another person's behavior will just change. And there's nothing wrong with wishing that another person's behavior will change. But when it becomes compulsive, when it becomes obsessive, when it becomes you are unable to flourish if that other person doesn't change, you are unable to function. You just feel like that other person must change, right? And that many of us are even take it upon ourselves to change other people. How has that been going for you? How has that been going for you? You don't need to tell me. I know that it's not working. It's not it's not working very well. That control in and of itself is already a toxic behavior. So you can see that even your desire to control another person's behavior is already a problem. You cannot control other people's behaviors. You cannot control other people's behaviors. Let me just put this as a baseline. The only person that you can control is yourself. The only person that you are truly responsible for is yourself. I am responsible for my actions. I'm not responsible for another person's behavior. I can protect myself from another person's behavior. I can choose to act irrespective of another person's behavior. But you see, changing other people's behavior, that is really up to the Holy Spirit. And we have to first of all start by letting go that control, letting go of that desire to control behavior. Are we together? I want you to just think of somebody in your life that you're like, I wish that person could, if that person would just change, my life would be so much easier. If that person could just start behaving but this way, my life, my life will be so much happier. My life will be so much more fulfilling. So the first thing that I want to start this conversation with, you have to let go of the desire to control another person's behavior. You have to come to terms that it is not your responsibility. Neither you do not, and you know the word responsibility is really two words put together. Responsibility. You don't have the ability to change another person's behavior. If we're together, just put some rose emojis in the comment section. Put some rose emojis or put some fire emojis so that I know that we are together. I need us to be interactive. I need us to be in the comment section so that I know that I'm not speaking to myself. Okay. I need us to do this together. So I want to see your emojis. I want to see your emojis. So even before we continue this conversation, let me offer you a reframe around the way you see things. Even in your interactions with other people, instead of attacking people, we live in a society that is very big on attacking other people. Somebody is behaving a way that you don't like, you attack the person. You're very quick to make a moral judgment about other people. That person is a bad person. That person is a good person. President among the nations, the judge of the world. We salute, we salute. That some of us that are quick to make those judgments on others, but we don't make those judgments on ourselves. And there are many of us that are quick to make those judgments on other people. And that's the very reason why we judge us. In fact, you judge yourself so much. That's why you're such a judge towards other people, because your own life is lived in constant self-judgment. So let me offer you a reframe that will really help your emotional well-being. Learn to attack behavior, not people. Learn to attack the behavior, not the person. Learn to attack the behavior, not the person. You can disagree with what somebody is doing. You can disagree with an action and still respect the other person. I can disagree with you. I can disagree with your view. I can disagree with even an action that you have done and still respect and honor you as a human being, recognizing that I do not have the authority to be a judge over your life. I can be a judge over your actions. I can judge your actions as per my values, the values that I live by, and say, you know what, I don't agree with that. I don't really think that's right. You can make those kind of judgments, but be wary of judging people and attacking people. Attack the behavior, not the person. Let me see your emojis. Let me see your emojis. If you're getting something, let me see your emojis. So I've already mentioned the first one. I'm going to give us a number of behaviors because we're becoming experts at recognizing toxic behaviors, right? One, manipulation. And this one is very obvious. Manipulation. And sometimes it can be very subtle. And I mentioned an example earlier, that your desire to always control situations, that your desire for things to go the way you want them to go, that your desire for things to be like this. And many of us are perfectionists because we have there's a strong desire for control of outcomes. We do not know how to surrender a process. Even other people, you have to come to a place where even your interactions with other people, you're willing to surrender other people's actions. You need to be willing to surrender other people. Recognize what is within your control and what is not within your control. When you become a kind of person who cannot be okay if another person is behaving a particular way, you need another person to behave a particular way for you to be okay. If somebody is not behaving the way you want them to behave, then it starts to affect your mood. It starts to affect your joy. It starts to affect your peace. Then you might be dealing with manipulation. And that's when we start forcing things to happen the way we want, right? You start going against your values. You might start to cheat. You might start to lie. A little lie here, a little lie there, a little cheating here, a little cheating there, because there is a set outcome that we want, a set behavior, a set way that many of us have even imagined the way our lives should be, the way maybe that friend or that spouse or that whosoever should treat you. And if they did not treat you according to that particular expectation that you have, it becomes a problem. You cannot be okay. So manipulation is not always obvious. It does not always look like in movies, right? They manipulate as an evil guy, they look a particular way. Sometimes it looks like this. So someone wants you to do something, and instead of asking directly, they make you feel guilty. And I mean, of us do that. Instead of having direct communication with somebody, this is what I want, this is what I expect of you. You don't communicate directly with the person. You start saying things like, you should have known. Or you start saying things like, you don't have to tell them. Or you start saying subtle things to make them feel guilty. Like, so you're going to do this one here. So the one you're going to do it. So you don't know that you're supposed to do with this one. Trying to manipulate. Or trying to use guilt. Or trying to make ourselves a victim. So that refusing, so that we never look like the bad person. Have you ever been in a situation where somebody calls you and says, I just don't know what to do. Nobody in this family cares about me. Instead of the person communicating to you directly that I feel unseen. I feel this is what I expect in this relationship, in this friendship, whatever it might be. They're just cutting through the corners. And it's not always malicious. Sometimes manipulation doesn't always come from some evil intent. Sometimes it's just the way we've learned how to communicate. Right? We've never learned direct communication. For whatever reason, maybe you've communicated directly before and it just didn't happen, it didn't go right. So you now learn that you have needs, but you don't know how to express those needs. You don't know how to express those needs clearly. So you start trying to use guilt-based tactics, trying to use fear-based tactics to get what you want. And it's called indirect communication or emotional coercion. So they're outsourcing, a person is outsourcing their emotional regulation to you. Instead of regulating your emotions and communicating clearly, you now make another person responsible for your emotions. Have you been in those situations where somebody will do something and say that, see what you have made me do? I hope that you understand that nobody can make you do anything. Somebody will act as a full grown adult, and then you'll be like, see what you have made. Oh, for example, have you seen those situations where somebody hit another person? Maybe I hit another person, I'm like, see what you made me hit you. You see, you have made me have hit you. You have to understand and no, you are responsible for your actions, you are responsible for your mood. Nobody can make you do something. Somebody can influence your actions, but ultimately you choose to act the way you choose to act. You choose to act the way you choose to act. You cannot outsource your responsibility to another person. Are we together? Let's go to the next behavior. The next toxic behavior is contempt. Contempt. Treating somebody like they are beneath you. Are we together? If we're together, let me see your emojis. I need to know that we are together before I continue. If we're together, let me see your emojis. Let me see your emojis, guys. Let me see your emojis. The next behavior is contempt. This is when you treat someone as if they are beneath you. Contempt is one of the most dangerous behaviors in any relationship. So there's a psychologist called John Gottman who has studied thousands. He specializes in like studying couples, like romantic relationships. And he says that contempt is one of the greatest predictors of relationship breakdown. It looks something like this. There are many of us that we don't, you, have you been in that situation where somebody asks you, how are you? You say, fine. But your tone is showing that something is not fine. Your body language is showing that something is not fine. Will you say what is not fine? You will not say what is not fine. But you're rolling your eyes. They're speaking to you, you're rolling your eyes. They're speaking to you, you're using sarcasm. Sarcasm. They're speaking to you, you're just laughing at the person. Little laughing. You sigh. They ask you, are you fine? I'm fine. I'm fine. You're sighing, you're rolling your eyes, you're hissing, you're being dismissive. No, nothing. Nothing has happened. It's not. Or you're the person who tells another person that, why are you just being so dramatic? Maybe somebody is hurt. And you're quick to say, why are you being dramatic? You don't have the ability to validate another person's experience. You recognize that many times you don't have to understand another person's emotion to be empathetic. One of the most, you see, empathy is a skill that many of us lack. It's a skill that many of us lack. I don't need to understand why something hurts you for me to be able to empathize with you. Let's not be quick to tell other people you're just being dramatic. It's not a big deal. That is manipulation. That is toxic behavior. That is contempt. That is contempt. You would not like if somebody does it to you. I remember there was one particular scenario. I'm in the UK, right? And there are many people that have pets, and you hear a lot of conversation around when maybe the pet dies. There's a lot of distress. People are asking, will I see my pet in heaven? Will I see my cat? Will I see my dog? And the first time I heard that, I was like, I don't realize the kind of emotional attachment that some people have to their pets. And it's not something that I can really relate to. I don't have any pets. But I don't need to understand in order to validate. I can even disagree with you. Somebody can come to me and be like, I'm sad about this, I'm feeling this way. And um I don't even agree with the circumstances around the way they are feeling. But it is simply what they are feeling. I can validate their feelings, and we have the right to feel the way we are feeling. Whether the reason why we are feeling a particular way is valid or not is another conversation. But when you feel a particular way, you simply feel. There's no judgment to make around a person feeling a particular way. It's simply the way the person feels. So you don't even need to understand before you empathize. I can validate, I can empathy. Listen, empathy, many of us practice sympathy and think that is empathy. Sympathy is when you're on your high horse and you're looking at the person and say, Ashaya, sorry, sorry. That is sympathy. You're sympathizing with the person. The real skill is empathy. Empathy is me being able to come. I might not have the same experience with you, but I'm able to bring myself down and look for an experience where I experience something that can evoke a similar emotion. I'm able to connect. So I'm not relating with you from up there and I'm looking at you down there. Asha, well, it's well, it's okay. Many of us do things like that, and it's just sympathy. The motive is in our hearts we are feeling superior. When you're practicing true empathy, you don't feel superior. Because even if I don't have the same experience as you, I'm able to search within me to an experience that is similar, and I'm able to connect with you at that level. I don't feel better than you. I don't feel better than you for not having gone through that particular experience. Especially for the Christians in the house. Somebody comes to you, maybe they're experiencing the consequences of a sin that they committed. Many of us relate to at that point from superiority. You went and did that. You went and a more Christian. Your heart will, that's your heart posture. And then through your mouth is coming out as Asha, it's well, it's well. Yeah, it's well. So that's contempt. The message underneath contempt is I am better than you. Your feelings, your ideas, your existence does not deserve my full respect. This is a behavior that slowly kills people inside. It slowly kills people inside. Proverbs 18 verse 3 says, when wickedness comes, so does contempt. Contempt is not neutral. Contempt is an active violation of another person's dignity. Are we together? Let me see your emojis. Tell me that we are together so that I know I'm not speaking to myself. So that I know I'm not speaking to myself. Let me see our emojis, guys. Let me see our emojis. We have a couple more to go. We have a couple more to go. It was supposed to be 30-minute session, but we started late, so I'm giving ourselves an extra 10 minutes. The third toxic behavior. All that we're doing this thing, I'm not just pointing at other people. That person used to do this one. That person used to do this one. Look at yourself. You practice these things. Third one, the silent treatment. Many of us are on this table. Silent treatment. This is punishing someone with silence instead of resolving the issue. Punishing someone with silence instead of resolving the issue. Because many of us in our culture, silence is considered dignity. I don't know why myself to argue. I'm too grown for drama. They don't deserve my words. There's a difference between healthy silence and silence that is used as a weapon. Healthy silence says, I am too activated right now to have a particular conversation, to have a productive conversation. I need I need some time. I will come back and we will talk. Toxic silence is I'm going to freeze you out for 3 days. I will not acknowledge your presence. I will not explain why. And I will maintain this until you have been sufficiently punished and come crawling back. So the silent treatment is a form of emotional control. We talked about control earlier. It's a form of emotional control. It creates anxiety and uncertainty in the other person, and then it forces them to chase. It gives the silent person all the power without any accountability. And this is why it's so common in our culture because it has been modeled as something that is strength. It has been modeled as something for the people high up there. So it has been normalized nonsense. Do you know that silent treatment has been studied and has proven to when you punish somebody with a silent treatment, it has been shown to produce the same effect as though a person was experiencing physical pain. That's why when people neglect, when people minimize emotional pain, emotional pain activates the same center of the brain as physical pain. So there's some people that just feel like physical punishment is what we should be talking about. Emotional pain. Are we together? Let me see our comments. Let me see our comments, guys. I need an active audience. I need an active audience, okay? Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Gaslighting. Many of us have heard the word gaslighting, right? This one is making someone question what they know to be true. Gaslighting is making someone question what they know to be true. This one, it does a lot of long-term damage. And it's so subtle that many of us don't even know that we are doing it. So gaslighting is when someone causes you to doubt your own memory, to doubt your own perception, to doubt your own experience. So maybe I've experienced something, another person says, it never happened. You're imagining things. You are too sensitive. Something is important to you, but someone just tell you that you are too sensitive, I beg. That's gaslighting. You're too sensitive. I was just joking. You always exaggerate everything. Nobody else had a problem with it. Only you. Only you. You're the only person that had a problem with this. So they start make you feel like maybe something is wrong with me for feeling hurt about something or for feeling offended. You're being gaslit. Or are you the one gaslighting other people, invalidating other people's emotions? For example, you might clearly remember, for example, that somebody said something, and then now you're bringing it up and are saying that I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened. You just need to stop being so emotional. So now you're confused. You're doubting yourself. You start, and many of us, that's the reason why we really struggle with our self-confidence. That self-doubt that's been inflicted through gaslighting. You know that something happened. I know that something is off. But somebody is making you feel like you're just overreacting. Especially with in our African homes, right? You say something happened and then they're like, it never happened. We're just disciplining you. Now many of you that and many of us don't even realize sometimes the impact of some things that we experience. Many of us are even gaslighting ourselves. Many of us have not even come to the point of realizing that there are a lot of things that happened in our childhood that affected us deeply. We're still in the like, I turned out okay, nothing happened. They will beat you, they hit you growing up, and then you're like, that what made me who I am. I turned out okay, I'm fine. Are you truly fine? Are you this our country is it our country is fine, Chibi? The same people that they because I think that as Africans we pride a lot in our form of punishment and discipline. You know, the very severe hitting. You know, we pride in that. Like we are doing we are in fact in the whole world where the people that really understand this discipline thing. And then we say, we turned out fine, we turned out okay. All the people that were beaten as children are not the same people that people are complaining that they don't want to leave power now. When corruption is high in our country, all these toxic behaviors are high in our country. They did not beat them, or what are we talking about? But we turned out fine. So you're still gaslighting. You're still gaslighting yourself. The fifth behavior. We have 5 minutes left. The fifth behavior, conditional love. This one says, I love you, but when you perform. I love you, but only when you perform. And many of us received conditional love. And many of us are giving conditional love to other people. Many of us have never been told directly that it's conditional love, but it just really operates like that. So you hear statements like, after everything I've done for you, after everything I've done for you. So what does it imply? That you owe me your choices, you owe me your loyalty. You owe me your loyalty because I have done so and so and so and so. Mhm. It can come in statements like, your cousin is a doctor. Why can't you be more like her? It comes in statements like, I'm only hard on you because I love you. I used to justify shaming you, humiliating you. It comes in statements like ones that appear to be so. It's like one. Sometimes you have relationships where there's one when you succeed and then when you fail. Hi everyone.
It's also very best in attending to multiple things at a time.
Hi. Are you still there? Sorry for the interruption. Oh, I'm so happy that there are actually still people on the live. So sorry, guys. See the struggle. Can you hear me? The struggle today is wild. Can you guys hear me? Are you here? Yay. The struggle today, only God knows. We have had so many live sessions, guys, and we have never struggled like this. Okay. So let me know that we were getting what I was saying. Okay, we're going to end at exactly 8. So we're going to be rounding this over. Let me know that you were getting what I was saying. So tell me something that you were getting during that during all I've been saying for the past 30 minutes of. So guys, we're going to have to wrap this up and continue next week because we're out of time and the interruptions have just been like mind blowing. But if you're here and you're not a flourisher, remember I mentioned the flourishers? The flourishers are getting this as part of their curriculum, okay?
And if you're in a toxic situation and you're wondering, how can I flourish even in that toxic environment? Then you need to join our How to Flourish Even in a Toxic Environment and with Toxic People course. So this is really how I'm going to end this live, because we really can't do as much as I had hoped for because we are out of time. But flourishers gets me, because in our community we're going to keep getting the juice, we're going to keep getting the info. So if you're interested, flourishers are getting the course for free. But if you're not a flourisher and you want to be a part of this course, do reach out. My team will leave the details in the comment section or in the chat. Reach out and be a part of this course. This course is running at the end of this month. It's a 2-day intensive course, and we're going to give you a whole system, guides, and checklist on how you can flourish even in a toxic environment. Okay, so even in a toxic environment, there are ways for you to flourish. Your flourishing is not dependent on other people's toxic or not so toxic behavior. You can thrive. You are not a victim of other people's behaviors. You don't need to be a victim of other people's behaviors. You can thrive even in an environment that is where people are gaslighting, where people are manipulative, where people are controlling, where people are contentious. There are ways that you can guard your emotional and mental health and still excel until you find a way to escape. Okay. Just a hint, until you find a way to escape, because your environment is also so important. You don't stay in a toxic environment like that, but until you can leave, you can still flourish, you can still be whole in yourself, you can still thrive. And I'm so excited for this course. So if you're not a flourisher, you better get into this course. Because uh yeah, there's only so much we can do in an Instagram live, and the conversation is going to continue for the flourishers in our community. The conversation is going to keep going on. The conversation is going to keep going on. I wish we'd not have to stop as well, but YouTube has decided to. I don't know if it's YouTube. I don't know if it's my setup. I don't. So such so many circumstances that are going on here, but we could if the conversation continues next week. You can expect us to continue this conversation next week. But listen to me, if you're not on our course, How to Flourish Even in a Toxic Environment with Toxic People, you are wrong. If you're a flourisher, you're getting this for free. You don't have to worry. If you're not in our Flourish Code community, then you need to get on the course. You absolutely need to be a part of this course. All right. So I'm just waiting for my team to come and drop the details about the course, about the How to Flourish Even in a Toxic Environment and with Toxic People course, so that you can all be a part of it. They're going to drop it in the comment section. They're going to drop it in the chat. And yeah, join our WhatsApp group. We have a WhatsApp group for those who are interested in the course. That's really all you need to do at this point. Just join the WhatsApp group. You can ask questions there. Everything about the course is going to be explained to you there. And if you're a flourisher, share it to people. You see the course, invite people. You'll be surprised the number of people that are struggling with different things, and they don't know what to do. And that's really the conversation, because we struggle with many things, but we don't know what to do. You're in an environment where you're struggling to thrive, but you just don't have the information about what to do. So if you're a flourisher here, don't keep the cost to yourself. Don't devalue the course because you're getting it for free. Invite people into the course. Invite people into the course. Invite people. Tell people this is what you need. Get people to be on this course. You don't want to flourish by yourself, okay? You don't flourish in isolation. You flourish in community. If you're the only person that is flourishing in your friend group, you're not really helping anybody. You're not even helping yourself, because we're also a product of our environment. We're products of the people that we relate with. And if you're the only person getting information in a particular group, that's not beneficial even to you. You need your community to be getting the same information that you're getting, to be getting the same knowledge, to be growing as you're growing as well. Or you will grow and they will pull you down, or you will grow and they themselves will become the toxic environment where you'll be struggling to flourish. So make sure that you're getting your friends on this course, okay? If you're a flourisher, make sure that you're getting your friends. I saw a number of people commenting, I am a flourisher, I am a flourisher, I am a flourisher. If you're a flourisher, get your people on this course. Get your people on this course. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're a flourisher, if you have any questions, ask it in the group. Ask it in the WhatsApp community. Ask it in the WhatsApp community. If you're a flourisher here, please just let me know that you're a flourisher. I still want to see the flourishers. I don't want to leave this live. I was having such a good time. I was having such a good time. I can't believe that we have to stop the conversation already. And remember, we are continuing the conversation even next week, okay? I'll continue the conversation next week. There's so much I wanted to share. Like, I've not even scratched the surface of what I intended to share today. I've not even scratched the surface of what I intended to share today. So if you're a flourisher, yes, flourisher in the house. I love to see me flourishers. If you're a flourisher, yes, 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 yes. Tell me the number of people they are bringing into the course. Tell me the number of people they are bringing into the course. The WhatsApp link is there. Anybody that's interested in joining the course, you just have to send them the link and say, hey, this can really help you. I really encourage you. And we're going to have a special discount. See everybody that's in that WhatsApp group. There's we're giving, I think it's a 90% discount. I think 80% discount on the course that's coming off for people that are in the WhatsApp group. That the only ones that will be aware of the flash sale that's going to be happening very soon. So if someone is worried and say, "Oh, I don't have the money," let them. If they're just interested, let them join the course. Let them join the WhatsApp group first. Let them join the WhatsApp group. There are so many discounts that are coming off of people in the WhatsApp group. Tell me the number of people they are going to bring. All the people that are saying I'm a flourisher, yeah, you have to now tell me the number of people they are going to bring into the course. You have to tell me the number of people they are going to bring into the course. Also share with me one thing that you've learned that you're taking from this live session, okay? What's one thing that you've learned that you're going to take with you from this live stream? One thing that you've learned. We have 1 minute left. One thing that you've learned and the number of people that you're bringing into the course. If you're here and you're not a flourisher, why? You're missing. You're missing. Registration happens again only for next year. So if you want to join the Flourish Code, you're registering towards 2027. But in the meantime, enjoy our courses. We have courses that are rolling out every single month. And the course that is rolling out for this month is how to flourish even in a toxic environment and with toxic people. The flourishers are here. Don't tell me how many people they are bringing. How many people are you bringing into the course? And what is one thing that you've learned from this live stream? I need you to tell me one thing you've learned from this live stream that you're taking home. That is going to make a difference for you going forward. One thing you've learned from this live stream. One thing that you've learned from this live stream, guys, even as we round up. All right, we are out of time. Yes, that is so lovely. That is so like when I got that insight about attacking behavior, not people, it changed my life. I'm able to be at so much more peace because there's a kind of bondage that we put on ourselves. We don't realize that when you're a judgmental person, you yourself are living in bondage because you also be judgmental towards yourself. You don't give yourself the liberty to be compassionate with yourself. You don't give yourself the liberty to deal with your behaviors. It just becomes I am a bad person. I am a kind of no. We have to shift our mentalities from I am a when you say that somebody when you just make a judgment on a person saying that the person is a bad person. You don't give the person room for improvement because if I'm a bad person, then why should I try to change? That's just who I am. You have made it an identity issue that I'm just a bad person. But when you say the behavior is bad, then you leave so much room for growth and improvement. But many of us want to be judges. That person is bad. That person is bad. That person is. And with the very thing that we are trying, we want the person to change. But when we are blaming them, they have no desire, no incentive to change because you have made it their identity. So why should they change? So they are not going to change and it's going to frustrate you even more. And that is a side. You're just in a perpetual cycle, perpetual. You're in a perpetual cycle. The very thing that you do not want is the thing that your own actions are reinforcing. Let's shift our mentalities, right? Blame the behavior. If you blame the behavior, then you can offer options, you can offer help to change the behavior. All right, with that, we're going to end this live session. Thank you guys so much for coming. Yes, bring as many people as possible. That's a real flourisher. Flourishers get me. Flourishers get me. Bring as many people as possible. And see you in the Flourish Code. If you're not a flourisher, see you next week for our next live stream. Bye bye, guys. Yes. Amen. Just do the work in the Flourish Code. Do go through the process. The end result is guaranteed if you do the work. All right, guys. See you guys next week, or see you in the Flourish Code.